I know that this isn't a stream, but I think it's close enough. Today, I'm cooking it. Today we are making a bolognese sauce. I glanced at the recipe a bit. I got every ingredient prepared and managing it, and we got it all properly. Yeah, we got the right amount for everything. Okay. Now we just need to start the prep work, which normally at the professional cookings, something or other would happen off camera. But, you're here for the real shit, Wait, look at this. Look at the magic of editing. Isn't that amazing? Now, there were 2 onions there, but the person I'm cooking this for has stated before that they don't really like onions that much. And, their recipe calls for 3 onions. And then I prep 2 onions. But now I'm thinking, onions really are an important part of a good bolognese, so I am still adding the onions, but maybe just one, yeah? Maybe just one. Oh yeah, look at this. Isn't that amazing? Yeah, professional grade editing aside, in case any real cook is watching this, just be aware, I know plastic cutting boards aren't ideal, but, well, they're all I have. But, at the end of the day, isn't that what cooking is all about? Making the best with what you got, It didn't used to be all this fancy, schmancy luxury type of stuff, It used to be just about, during the Stone Age, it was about feeding your tribesmen. During the medieval age, it used to be about just feeding your family with what little you had at the time, You didn't decide on what you wanted to eat on the day and then, got the ingredients for that. No, no, no. You used to just look at what you had, look at what you could get that day. What animal your Stone Age husbands managed to kill, what berries you gathered, what your lord allowed you to keep of the grain today, and you made do with what you had. Now that isn't, it's not to say that what we're doing right now is that bad, really. The stuff we're cooking up nowadays, only kings could eat that. And nowadays, only billionaires could eat that, but you get my point. It's become so much more accessible to everybody to cook all the things that back then, 100 years ago, 200 years ago, you could have never, no, just even 50 years ago, you could have never cooked this stuff. All this stuff. You can just go into a store today with a recipe in hand and, and it's as easy as snapping your fingers. And it's there. You can just make anything in human history, in culture, in anything, and eat it. Taste what your ancestors ate, what they could have never eaten with their kind of, It's amazing, really. But I think many of us are losing the forest due to all the trees, It's not just about efficiency, about getting the best tools and using wooden boards for everything, because, Michael blessing. No, it started out as making do with what you had. And, it's a bit sad how magic heavy cooking has gotten nowadays, but, I'm sorry to all you non-magic users out there, but I just couldn't imagine cooking without being able to do something like this. I'm sorry. It's just so natural. I know that many people cook without magic and sorcery and all that, but it takes too much time for me to do that. If I can just, snap my fingers and let everything happen on its own, Yeah, this will be cooking for some time now. While I do the meat. Speaking of, yeah, it's 30% off, and also, bio. It's just if you don't live in Germany, it's or Europe, I think, even through the store system. Yeah, it's basically the best kind of meat you can get, and it's 30% off, meaning that it was about to expire. But I saved it. I'm a good person. yeah, but I'm sorry to, I know it's hard for you non-magic users to see me do stuff like, they see me be able to do stuff like that, but some people are just born with it, and some people are just born without it. I'm not saying that I'm better necessarily. I just have more opportunities in life. I can instead. I don't even need to touch the meat. I can just. I'm sorry, guys. You know, but it's like cooking with a really good knife, and then being told that you shouldn't use the knife just because some other people don't have that knife. I know it's unfair to many other people who don't have the same skills and talents that I do, but if you're just a magic cooker, if you're just a magician, a sorcerer like me, it's part of your natural life. It gets hard to imagine life without it, which is why non-magicians' rights do matter. I know. It's because there's so disability. It's I don't know how they can see themselves as non-disabled because it's like magic is like a four arms for me. You can do so much more with it, so less time. It's like look at this time spell I can do. Okay. Whoa. That's a nice color, yeah. God damn. Recipe said that I should wait till it gets a nice color, None of it should be pink, and most of it should be brown. So, that's just what I do. Oh, you could just use, Okay. I'll do it again. Alright. Looking better. Much better. Now, I think that, yes, things are starting to crust at the bottom, so we need to use a little bit of this. Original recipe called for white wine. I don't have one. I only have this, distilled stuff. But it should work. So, don't worry. Alcohol evaporates quicker than water. It'll just smell nice for now. That's really low, but there's still some in the pan. I mean, pot. And it evaporates just this way. Oh, this perfect. Don't let any of the flavors stick to the bottom of the pan, It's best that you get all of it scraped nice and clean. God damn, that's I'm trying my best, yeah. Ooh. I am trying. That just great smell. Very nice. I'm myself never drink that stuff, but luckily it was in the kitchen. Good stuff. Now the recipe says to add milk, which is, but milk and meat, that isn't really kosher, but if the recipe says so, I obey, Here's the milk. Here's the thing. A little bit of, should get the job done. And I will do it. Kind of looks disgusting. But hey, what can you do? Wait, let me check the recipe for a bit. Okay, well, now it's time for the tomatoes, skibbity. And yeah. Great. Just stir it around a bit, and yeah. Should all turn into something. Might have been a bit too much milk. Now that I think about it, might have been. I did reduce the amount of meat, so I should have also reduced the amount of milk. A shame. To compensate, we just add more tomato. That looks better. Still quite bad. It's better. Oh well. It's alright. That's deep cooking. No. Yeah. Ooh, whoa. That is nice. That is nice, I tell you. Oh, wow, that's nice. It smells good. It smells really quite nice. Alright. Guess we'll have to wait. I can't keep doing this, man. It takes a lot out of me, man. Whew. The beginning of this video started a lot of energy, but right now, wow, I can barely remember what I was saying. Alright, well, I can still use magic for a little bit of. But yes, should be most of it done by now. But no, wait, there's actually still some stuff to do. I'm missing the garlic, which I still have to add. So much magic today. Whew. I have to meditate a lot this night to recover my mana. But here we go. Oh man. Well, okay. Yes, now that just needs to simmer for a very long time. 5 hours, it's I think. Maybe. They also said 2 hours was fine, but the longer the better. They really cooked the tomato and they have a little shit out of everything else. Up. We're going here. Yeah, so I've been reading Brandon Sanderson, The Way of Kings. Thank you, Sauron, my good friend, I've always loved reading books, but I didn't really have a book friend to read the books with. But with Sauron, he's my man. He introduced me to Brandon Sanderson. Peak shit, man. Mistborn, peak shit, man. But yeah, I'll do a little bit of oh my god, you can see the infrared. Isn't that to my eyes, that's invisible, but you guys can see the infrared. That's cool. Yeah, damn. Anyways, yeah. I also cook a little bit of noodles for my mother so she can eat something today, but this is mostly just for tomorrow, Wish me luck, guys, for tomorrow. I'll fucking edit this video. This took very long. I'll have you know, magic made it seem like it didn't take long at all, but this took very long. But yeah, outro song and goodbye. I have everything, all that I need now. It's yours. love, 'cause it's all just the little things don't wanna see.